What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Lewis, and one of my most popular videos every year ends up being my top X amount of bowling balls of the year. And a few months ago, I did my top 3 bowling balls of 2024 so far, and my list then was number 3 DNA Coil, number 2 Attention Star, number 1 Optimum Idol. Now we're in June, middle of June, so about halfway through the year. Now we're gonna take a look at what my top 3 balls are as of now. I'm recording this on June 17th, and I'm including everything that was released in the SPI umbrella from January 1st through the Ion Pro and the XL. So that's through June 21st, right? So before we get into any of that, guys, please consider subscribing. Our next big major milestone is 50,000 subscribers, and with your help, we can get there. If you like the jersey I'm wearing in this video or in any of my videos, coolwick.com. Make sure to use promo code Napoles10. That'll get you 10% off your entire order. Down below in the description will be a link where you can get these ball spinners. It's by a company called DH Lab. You guys know that I have partnered with them. It's a great way to help support the channel. All right, so coming in at number 3 was the number 1 ball from my last video. We are going to be talking about the Roto Grip Optimum Idol. So what changed from then till now? Well, the Optimum Idol is still just way too smooth for me to throw on house. It's a really, really, really good sport shot ball, but because of mostly what I bowl is on house, it has dropped down a few pegs, but it's still a really, really good option on the sport shots. And it's not a terrible ball for me on the house, like you guys are gonna see when I get on the lanes, but there's just better options for me on house, and it's a really, really good sport shot ball. So number 3, Optimum Idol. All right, first shot here with the number 3 ball of the year, the Roto Grip Optimum Idol. Good shot to start. Yeah, those light hits with the Optimum Idol are what makes this ball so good. You know, on house, not so great, but on sport shots, 10 out of 10. And we're just gonna go right back to that same spot and let the flush hit come to me eventually. Missed in, that might be flush. Yeah, there we go. It's not gonna hook a whole lot down lane, so missing in like that made it super flush, although I am trying to get it a little bit further right. All right, same spot again, but like I said, I'm not really trying to miss in like that last shot. Let's just make a better shot here. There we go. That's gonna be flush. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Feels like a really, really good start so far with this idol, because I typically don't love it on house, but here at Samsung right now, it looks really, really good. Of course, as soon as I say that, then I miss in, throw it slow, it hooks, leave a big giant split. It always happens to me. Let's reset the rack and throw a better shot. All right, let's just throw a better shot and not compliment the Optimum Idol. Just throw a really, really good shot here. That was a really good shot. There we go. All right, good thing that 10 pin didn't stand or I would have felt dumb. But you guys can see why this Optimum Idol still remains in my top 3. I don't know if it'll stay in my top 3, because that would mean that the 1, 2, and 3 ball would be locked into number 1, 2, and 3 all year. But I think if I get into like a top 5, top 10 of the year, that this ball for sure is going to stay on that list. All right, more shots like that. I am working on some stuff right now as well. So if it looks a little bit different, there you go. Oh, tripped the 4 and the 7. That was a little slow. Again, because I am working on some stuff. I'm working on trying to get that tempo a little bit more even, amongst other things. I don't really want to get into too much of that in this video, but you guys can see why this Optimum Idol remains one of my favorite balls. All right, probably the last shot here with the Optimum Idol. I am going to move left a little bit and see what this looks like. There we go. Guys, that is why the Optimum Idol is number 3. Now we're going to get into the number 2 ball. All right, so you guys just saw the number 3 ball, the Optimum Idol. Now we're gonna take a look at the number 2 ball. And if you guys have been watching this video for a few months, you understand and know how much I love this Lightning Blackout by Storm. This has turned into my favorite ball when the lanes are torched. I gotta get left, create that shape. The Lightning Blackout, this is the weaker one of the two that I drilled, which ends up being my normal layout, 30 by 4.5 by 30. And it does have the Storm Step 2 polish on it. So I did change the out-of-box finish, and this has been just money. My only gripe with this ball is that I wish it was a little bit cheaper, because that seems to be the biggest complaint that I've fielded from this ball. But this ball, the Lightning Blackout, is going to be my number 2 ball of the year so far. All right, first shot here with the number 2 ball, the Lightning Blackout. And that is exactly why that is my favorite get left and throw right bowling ball. Its ability to clear the fronts and produce shape down lane is unparalleled. There's nothing else that we have that does that. That's why it's the number 2 ball on this list. All right, I don't know if I could throw it much better than that last shot, but we are definitely going to try here. It definitely wasn't better than the last one, but still a really good shot. And this Lightning Blackout has been such a good ball for me in these kind of situations. This is the 3rd video I'm filming today, so the lanes are nice and toasty. And that's when this ball just looks really good. Yeah, it's hard to believe that there's gonna be something better, but wait till you guys see the number 1 ball. Definitely better than this. It might not roll, the number 1 ball might not roll better than the number 2 ball in the current situation, but like I said, filmed a bunch of videos on this lane right now. But in the grand scheme of things, this is the number 2 ball, regardless of how that number 1 ball looks. And when the lanes are toasty like this, nothing better than a Lightning Blackout, in my opinion, of course. Missed in, is it gonna push? Come on, guys. Throw it that bad and get a strike? Come on. All right, so I'm definitely not trying to use all that hold, but it is nice to have. Let's just throw a few more shots. We've definitely seen all we need to see from this Lightning Blackout. Oh, God, let's just keep going, though. That was a good shot. My swing did get a little high. One of the things I am working on is trying to lower that swing. So let me kind of focus on that lower swing this shot and see if I can feel a difference. Oh, okay, let's see what that shot looked like on camera. Yeah, that's more or less where I want my swing to be. Let's see if we can't repeat that here. Spun that one. Lightning Blackout, do not care. I mean, this could have easily, it's the best rolling ball that I've thrown today. I filmed 3 videos today. This is the best that my ball rolls looked all day. Super lined up with this ball. Yeah, the good thing about now versus before is that I can actually feel when I throw a bad shot, whereas before I really couldn't tell. Which means I'm working on the right thing. God, this ball looks so good. All right, last shot here of the number 2 ball so far, the Lightning Blackout. Oh, threw that really bad. Lightning don't care. Lightning don't care. Guys, so that's gonna be the last shot for the number 2 ball, the Lightning Blackout. The number 1 ball, which you guys are about to see what it is, I am not going to be able to get any new footage. They are telling me that they need to shut the bowling center down for something or the other. But I did shoot some footage with that ball earlier for a different video. So that's the footage that you guys are going to see. So we'll see you on the next one. All right, so we just got done taking a look at the number 2 ball, the Lightning Blackout. Now we are going to do the number 1 ball of the year so far. Drum roll, please. I have a really big feeling that this ball at the end of the year is going to be number 1 at the end of the year. and that is the Storm Ion Pro. I hate how hyped up this ball got, but let me tell you guys, it is worth every penny of marketing that Storm put out for this ball. The Ion Pro is just the best ball that we have made this year so far. And to be honest, guys, it's really not even close. It's such a step above everything else that we have. It's most similar to two of the greatest balls that Storm has ever made in the IQ Tour Solid and the Phase 2. So when you're in ball reaction company with those two bowling balls, you know that this is just a really, really good thing. But guys, let me know in the comments what you thought about this list. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let's have a conversation in the comments. Yeah, I mean, that was probably like... Got it right. Yeah, the XL doesn't... There we go. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly where I want. Yeah, like I have so much room right where... Yeah, I mean, Ion Pro's a weaker... Oh, how many times? Now guys, I do want to talk about why the number 3 ball and the number 2 ball from the previous list have fallen off the list. Those were the DNA Coil and the Attention Star. The DNA Coil just, it's a little bit too smooth for my eyes as a pearl. And my usage has gone from using it a lot to not at all. And for those reasons, it fell off my list. And then the Attention Star, it's a ball that I didn't love right away. Then I grew to really, really loving it, jumped all the way to my number 2 ball, used it all the time, and then I could never replicate that out of box finish to make it roll like it did out of the box. And so for those reasons, those 2 balls are out, and then the Optimum Idol, like you guys saw, dropped from number 1 to number 3.